to my channel. This is your girl Growwithniki. Welcome back to another episode of my favorite type of videos, Super Soul Sunday. And from today and for the rest of the year, for Super Soul Sunday, I will be sharing to you guys some of my favorite chapters from a book called Grace by Grace. Now, Grace by Grace is a book. It was written by Lala London. And Lala London, she's a Vincentian and she lived in the state for a number of years. And she came back to St. Vincent a while ago, and she decided God called her, God chose her to write this book to share her experience about grace with the rest of the world. Okay, and I'm gonna share some of my favorites. It's a very nice book, y'all. This book is juice and food for the soul. This has changed my thinking from since 2015 when I began reading this book. Oh my gosh, it's an eye-opener. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna share this chapter with you guys, and in this chapter is called Man of God. I'm just gonna read the beginning. Not everyone that said unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Now this chapter is based on a guy called Joel Archibald. Okay, don't sue me. Now Joel Archibald, he came to Lala's store. I can't remember the year, but he came to Lala's store when she had her boutique back in 2011. And you know, he was basically saying that, I'm not going to tell you everything. He was basically saying that he's coming back from LA and he's going to start a business, you know. So he was telling her that he's only going to focus on business and church. Okay, he also mentioned that he was a musician in the church. Okay, he also said that he was celibate for years, because I think he said that his wife cheated on him. I can't remember if they had any children, but he said that his wife cheated on him and so on, and he's remaining celibate until maybe his wife take him back. I don't know. So Joel and Lala became like really good friends, okay? And he will come to the store because he usually bought stuff from her, because he mentioned that he didn't receive all of his clothing, or he was in a rush to come to St. Vincent and he didn't get everything. But while he was at the store, they discussed a lot of stuff in the Bible and talk about their own spiritual beliefs. Now, Joel was well versed in the Bible, and Lala found him very intriguing. And they also had a nickname for him. His nickname was Zacchaeus, because he was short and he had a bald head. He invited her out for dinner, and she was like, I decided that I was not going to change the way I would normally dress for dinner, so I picked out one of my little pretty sexy dresses. That should turn him off, not on, if the preacher was starting to get any ideas. But to my surprise, the man of God was very complimentary. Okay, Lala, how is that a surprise? Lala, okay, seriously, Lala, how is that a surprise? Because, I mean, he's a man. If you look sexy, he gonna say, girl, you look sexy. Okay, not because he's a man of God means that he gonna keep his eyes shut. He's human. Okay, so basically during the book, Lala was talking to her friends about Zacchaeus, and obviously her friends wanted to meet Zacchaeus. So obviously she will have them held up at the store, because she knew the exact time he was coming and whatever. I think one of her friends liked him and said, oh, he's not that bad looking, he's cute, whatever. I know Lala for a very long time, and then she feels something deep down inside. It's not right. It is not right. So Lala had to get a clear understanding, and she did some investigations, I mean, with his close family and friends and whatever. So Lala found out that Zacchaeus had spent the last 6 years of his life in a United States penitentiary. I write the word here, Father. I am not a really good reader. And at the end of serving his time, he was put on the next thing smoking, which is a plane, I want to believe. with only the clothes on his back and the shoes on his feet. In other words, he was deported. So that explained why Zacchaeus did not have any clothes. That explained he was lying. Oh, this is giving me goosebumps. This explains why he didn't have any clothes, any shoes, and what's not. The man was basically lying. So he wanted to portray himself like, oh, I got money, I got this. Because when you read the book, that's basically the impression he was giving her. Because he even said that he was importing a vehicle, and when the vehicle came to St. Vincent and Lala went to look at it, it was nothing like he described it. So the man is a liar. We continue. Within 3 months, he had wreaked havoc on unsuspecting citizens, business places, and even his own family. He was subsequently arrested and imprisoned for writing bad checks, and he allegedly conned people out of their money, even the vehicle that he had. So the same vehicle that came to St. Vincent, he conned somebody. He had also owed me a large sum of money for clothing I had credited to him. I was able to visit him at the prison, and that brought me a lot of gratification. The amount of charges combined was humongous. While on bail, Zacchaeus apparently escaped on a boat to no one knows. Some presume that the man of God is dead. So y'all see, he appeared to be that man of God. I mean, yes, woman love man of God. So not because a man come to you saying, oh, I'm a man of God, I am this, I am that, means that he's a man of God. Because this is evidence, and she's talking from her experience. Okay? So no one knows where Mr. Joel Archibald is right now. Maybe he's somewhere right now conning somebody for their money. Let me just read the end of the chapter for y'all. Looking back, perhaps if God had wrapped him differently, meaning he had fit my physical requirements, then I could have found myself getting into a meaningful relationship with him, thinking that God may have sent him. I have to laugh too, because I would have been the author of I'm married to the devil. My biggest lesson from this is, no matter how smart you think you are, there is always someone out there who can trick you. But follow your gut when you get the first hunch. In the scene of Restoration Plaza, the crook used charity, but here Joel used God as his marketing agent. But you will find that he is not alone. I do hope that he understands there are different categories of white-collar crime, and thus far in his life he has committed a few. How fitting that he was named Zacchaeus. Since he is so well versed in the scriptures, I hope he is familiar with the story. I later contacted, so earlier in the book that I did not mention, right? She was living in Los Angeles, and he was living in Los Angeles, but she knew that she heard his name or saw him before, but she just couldn't remember where. But after the man went to prison in St. Vincent and ran away on the boat and what's not, she contacted somebody in Los Angeles, and the person was like, that man, he is the biggest liar I met. Stay away from him. It turned out that our paths did indeed cross. I had met Zacchaeus years and years ago in Los Angeles at a Toyota car dealer. So basically, she met him before in Los Angeles at a car dealership in Los Angeles. So not because somebody come running to you with the Holy Bible means that they are of God. People use the Bible to get things their way. The same how what he named here, Joel Archibald used the Bible, and he proclaimed that he's a man of God just because he wanted to get what he wants. Listen, do your background check. Okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be God send them. It could be the devil. And even though sometimes, you know, God can put things in our lives, you know, that we can see things and teach us a lesson and open up our eyes, okay? Moral of the story, not because somebody say God, God, God means that they are of God. You do your own background check, right? I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I know I was going all over the place with it and so on, but yeah, I want you guys to go and check out Lala's book. They are located in bookstores throughout St. Vincent. You know what, if you want one, just contact me and I will hook you up with one. Alright? Yes. So yeah, that's it for today's episode Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good time in the world. Listen! Oh, sorry to shout, but I can't hold it in, okay? It's it's VASHELL's birthday, alright? Happy birthday to you, VASHELL, if you're watching this video. I hope you, girl, I know we're gonna have a good day, okay? I can't wait to come and hook up with you later. So yeah, I want you guys to wish VASHELL a happy birthday down in the description, down in the comments below. Tell her happy birthday and go over to her channel if you haven't gone, and subscribe to her channel, okay? Because listen, if you want to see St. Vincent and Grenadines, if you want to see what life is like in St. Vincent, you need to go and check out VASHELL's channel. She has the good stuff. She has the good stuff. You listen, you won't find it here because I hardly vlog and VASHELL vlogs. So VASHELL is fearless. Okay? Go check out VASHELL's channel if you want to see more of St. Vincent. Yeah? Yeah, just go. And happy birthday to you, boom! Girl, I love you. I love you. VASHELL and I have developed a really nice friendship. Yeah. Okay, VASHELL. See you later, girl.